Here I'm going to talk about libraries and snippets. I never did use snippets much, and libraries I don't use so much now that Bridge has become such a better program. But I'll show you how to use them anyway, and you may like them a lot. So what we do is we go to the File menu, Create New, and here we have Document, Book, and the one we've never looked at before is Library. And we'll give it a name, we'll just call it Peppers. Notice that it has INDL, InDesign Library. That's the file extension it has. And it opens up here. It's called Peppers. And over here, you can see sample buttons. They're a library too. So that was created and built into InDesign as a library. And here we have Peppers as a library. And I'm just going to push it over here to the side. Unfortunately, the icons are the same. You do have to hover the mouse over to find out which is which. So I'll put it here. Now, what you can do here is add items to your library. So I can take these images, simply drag them on like this. Notice that they're taking up the name here that is in the file, built into the file name. The great thing about this is that you don't have to take just a single image. You can take text like this. For example, here we could take this, drag it in here, and we've got the text and the image together. So if we need to use these again and again, we can come in and use them. Now, because these two didn't have a name, they're untitled, so we can come through and choose item information. And here we can call it burrito, and text, like that. And if we give it a description, we can do a search on it. So we can call it lunch. I'll just call it lunch for the time being. And we can do the same for this one here, our fajitas. We'll go through, item information. I'll call it fajitas, like that. If I spell it right, I'll be able to do a search on it. So I'll click on OK. And this here we would rename as well. We can go through and choose item information. This time I right-clicked on it, like that. And let's just put another couple in here. We'll put the polenta in here. And where's the polenta? Oh, here it is. We've got it under eggplant. So here we can come through, item information. We can choose and eggplant. So anyway, you get the idea. The nice thing about when you do it like this, and let me just bring it out onto the page here so that I can just resize it properly here and minimize these ones, is that you can do a search. If you add the information on, you can choose the item name or the description. I'm going to go to description here, contains lunch. Like that. So we only put it in one item, so we can come through and choose show all, like that. And then we can come through here, right click, item information. We call it lunch. And here we have the burrito, the fajitas, item information, fajitas, like this. So obviously it takes a little bit of work to put this together. But if you use these items over and over again, kind of like I've been using in this tutorial, then it makes sense to have a library with all these items in it. Now, if we go to a new document, I'll just do a single page document here, we still have this up, and if we want to use them, we can just drag them out on the page like that. So we get the text and all. Now we just go through and change them if we want, but they're not going to get updated here. So if we change the text, for example, we would have to just go through, change the text here, then delete this one and update it with this one in here. So that is one thing you've got to be aware of. The other nice thing about this is that when you save items here, it doesn't really matter what folder they're in. They're always going to show up here. So you're not out searching different folders for your items. I will just continue with our library and look at snippets in the next movie.